What is one thing that's like different when you came to America from when you were in India?
The education system was a bit different because we are used to call professors by, sir or madam or something. But here you just call like first names. So
Okay.
that was kind of hard for me to follow initially. And like first 2 years, I used to call like doctor, XYZ.
Right.
Always. Now when I came to Texas A&M, my supervisor insisted like several times, call me by first name.
Okay.
So it took me 6 months, but I got it.
Okay. So now you call him by his first
Yeah.
name?
Yeah.
Okay, but if you went back to India, you would do that?
No, I still, because, they're used to be called, Dr. Tandon or, Dr. XYZ.
Right.
So I used to call them that before, and now I go back and say the same thing. They won't like it. They're like, you went to US and you changed.
Have you gone back and gotten that before?
To India?
Have you gone back to India and then told you that you've changed since you've been in America?
They say like a little bit, but not much.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not change.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
No problem.
Hi Pat, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Actually, Kristen, if we were in India, it would be considered offensive if you called Mrs. Alford Pat, because it's offensive to call somebody by their first name that is older than you in India. That would be offensive in like a business setting in China.
When we take classes in classroom, students won't put their food on the desks,
Okay.
and the food is not allowed in the classroom.
Hey. Did you know in China this is actually considered rude that you're eating your finger up on the table?
Oh, really? I apologize.
Is there any proper etiquette or business etiquette that you do in your culture? Or are there any things that we Americans do that may be considered offensive in your culture?
Actually, in my country, not allowed to boy to have a girlfriend or something like that. And she must be just go to marry. But the first time she saw the girl and knocked the door at her home and asked her father to marry his daughter. This is the rules in my country. It's something that about the religion.
When you're in a business setting, are you allowed to shake women's hands? Or do you?
Actually, it's not allowed for Muslims especially, but most of Muslim here, I know some students from Saudi Arabia or other countries, it depends the person, Some persons, he don't care about the religion and it's okay. He shakes and hugs, no problem. But actually for me, I don't shake, I don't hug, because I respect my religion.
Okay.
Whoa. Unless you're my wife or sister, you can't hug or shake hands in Muslim culture.
I used to rule the world, seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone, sweep the streets I